Okay, so this is going to be a very short video on renewing the Certbot certifications for various DDMAL domains. It's going to be mostly the same for different containers because right now, well, at the time of this recording, the VMs are either Ubuntu 18.04 or 20.04, and the process is the same for both of them. I'm going to do it for 18.04, but it should work going forward. We'll be using pip, which is the Python module installer, rather than snap, because it's more up to date. It gets the version straight from the repositories, and it's more likely to work. And setting up snap in a Docker container is a major pain. So as long as you have Python 3.7 or higher, this should work. Before it, the F strings are going to fail. So keep that in mind. All right. So I'm going to go through installing the actual Certbot stuff, which you probably won't need, but just in case you need to create a new Nginx instance or whatever, I'll go through it. We'll go docker run it Ubuntu 18.04. I just want to clean Ubuntu container so that I can show you guys how it's done. So we run update, of course, and then we'll be following the Certbot and Nginx install guides. This is the DigitalOcean one, but Nginx documentation is a bit, well, not great. So we'll just go sudo, excuse me, sudo doesn't exist here, apt install Nginx, very simple, and this will install the latest version of Nginx. We don't need to set up an Nginx configuration here because I just assume that it exists, but if you want, you can set it up. There are various tutorials online. And now that we have that, we can follow the Nginx and pip tutorial on Certbot. Ignore this for now, we'll go over it. So this is a command for installing all the Python 3 and Python 3 virtual environment requirements for Certbot. There you go, very simple. So what this does is it installs Python 3 and the VNV virtual environment stuff required for installing the pip modules, which is needed to run Certbot. And we'll go, I'm just going to copy paste these because this exists on their website. So no need to actually, yeah, this works. This is upgrading pip within the virtual environment so that the install will work. So installing Certbot. Again, this is very simple. Just plug and play. There we go. A lot of dependencies. Okay. So the Docker container doesn't have sudo in it. We have sudo access automatically. But if we didn't have sudo, you'd probably have to use sudo for this. Now, I'm not going to actually create a certificate here because this is my local machine and you need open internet. You need a 480 and an actual domain to do it. But certbot, cert only, Nginx. This is the command you'd use to actually get the initial certificate. We want to do it. And that was it for actually setting up the Certbot. Now we'll try it in the actual DDMAL servers. Now I'm not going to show you the SSH configuration because I'm not 100% sure if the IPs are private. So talk to your DDMAL supervisor or someone knowledgeable about this. If we are here still, when you see this, talk to us or talk to Alex or someone. But you will basically SSH into the location of the Nginx setup. In this case, it's Grafana, which is the name I've given to this particular machine. It's proxy jumping through the lab. Sorry, it's proxy jumping through one of the Nginx setups. And then you go here. There we go. So you're in the location of the Nginx server that serves the domain. You need sudo access. And we are going to do a dry run, which means that it's not going to actually run the certificate renewal, but if you just remove the final tag, it should work. All right, so we're going to try this with the Simsa wiki. There's a command for it, certbot, which is the certbot command, cert only. We only want to get the certificate. We don't want anything else with the D flag, so we can specify the domain. And dry run, this is very important. Unless you are sure that the dry run is going to work, don't actually run it. There we go. This is an Nginx server, so port 80 is already occupied, so we're going to pick Nginx. And a couple seconds. Oh, there you go. Dry run successful. So if you just run this command without the dry run, it should work. Again, we want cert only with a specified domain and test it with a dry run, and that should be it. Thank you.